Hello everybody, I'm Krasi, and this is my weekly prediction for the 12 zodiacal signs. This is of course very general because every horoscope is unique. So this is general. You may look at my monthly predictions, which are also general, but will give you the good and the bad days of the week. It's like which day is appropriate for what and which activity to avoid during another day. So this is about the monthly predictions, and this is a weekly one, which starts from Monday or Tuesday, 6th of February, because my last one was until the 5th. So what is happening is that this week we're having something nice, which is the simultaneous heliacal rise, symbolical birth of Saturn and Mercury, which is very important because it is about bringing truth, fullness. We'll be supporting media work, we'll be supporting sharing knowledge, teachings, will be very good for negotiations. So when we look at Aries, Saturn is trining your ascendant, and this is quite good and will give longevity to everything that you're engaged with. And the week, Mercury will be also making very harmonious aspects. So every studies that you do, travel, all this will be quite supported. And then we have Taurus. The very good thing will be that you will be having Mercury making harmonious aspect for you, for your, again, teachings, studies, travel, negotiations, media work. And again, the simultaneous heliacal rise of Saturn and Mercury is important for absolutely for everyone. The opposition of Jupiter is quite good, is supporting your relationships and the contracts that you may be having or doing. So Taurus ascendant, Taurus rising is quite well, the week will be quite beneficial for you. And then we're having Gemini rising, and we have the opposition of Saturn. And Saturn opposition is well enough together with Venus, and this will be giving you relief from the heart, Saturn in opposition. And this relief will most probably be until 24th of February, while Venus will be together with Saturn. And you know that Saturn loves Venus. So this will be a period when you will be really having a relief from the heart, otherwise influences. Mercury is ruling your ascendant, and when Mercury is having heliacal rise, you can really use this time for knowledge, studies, negotiations carefully. I wouldn't start new negotiations or new contracts until you having Saturn on your descendant, but still media work, sharing your knowledge, it is quite fine. Travel as well is quite fine. And then we're having Cancer rising, and for you the Sun is making opposition, which is quite good. It will give you stability. Mercury is also there, but towards the middle of the week will enter your 8th house, which will make you be interested most probably in ancient studies, secretive studies. But Saturn on your opposition, but the Sun in your opposition will give you stability and comfort. And then on your 6th house, when Saturn is most probably influencing you in a bit difficult way right now in terms of colleagues, subordinates, could be that you're experiencing some lack of energy or disharmonious health moments. Venus will also give you relief while with Saturn. Also, in the beginning, around 7th of February, Mars is entering his own sign, and this is very good. This can give you ambition and desire to achieve matters in your career, new plans, desire just to get involved into new activities, and this is quite fine. Jupiter is very much supporting you from the 5th house, as he is making aspect to the descendant and also to your ascendant. So you will be surviving the negative aspects of the previous eclipses now for good. And then we're having Leo. Leo, you're having, for those who have Leo rising, Jupiter is on your fourth house, very much supporting your home, supporting your family, supporting your relationships, because Jupiter is aspecting for good. Venus is approaching Saturn on your fifth house. That will be also very much supporting for your love life. And Saturn will be giving you relief in this sense, and will also be good for studies, for those studies which are about creativity. When Mars enters your ninth house to trine you, this will be very positive. This can bring you a lot of work, ambition to work. And then we're going to see Virgo. And Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and you know that Mercury is becoming heliacally visible. So this is wonderful, because Mercury is also on your fifth house and rising heliacally. This is really great, because not only that this is supporting in terms of studies, but this is aspecting the descendant, good for negotiations, for contracts, good for travel even. Venus is joining Saturn, and now there will be a little bit of better communication and peace at your house. And you can use really the moment for negotiations and communication, while, especially the moments while Mercury will be visible. And this will be 7 days after and 7 days before his visibility. This can continue approximately until the end of February. And then we're having Libra rising. You having Jupiter on your sixth house. This is wonderful. The ascendant ruler, Venus, is with Saturn on your third house. And this is great for obtaining new knowledge. And it is also great for negotiations, and what could be supportive in terms of travel with the heliacal rise of Mercury. Because Mars is entering your seventh house, be careful not to be engaged in any risks, and actually be careful while traveling because of this opposition of Mars. Even though Mars will be happy in his own place in Aries, still you will be supported in terms of sharing knowledge, but stay away from conflicting situations or from risky travels. And now Scorpio. Scorpio is quite blessed right now because you're having Jupiter on your ascendant until November 2019. You're having Venus now entering your second house of money, and Saturn was creating a need of some additional discipline and efforts when making money. But now Venus will be very supportive in terms of finances and money. On your third house, you're having the Sun, which is also very good in terms of knowledge of any kind. And Mercury is entering your fourth house, from where he will be aspecting your ascendant and descendant. And this will be quite good for negotiations. And let's not forget, you're very much supported by Jupiter. And then we are entering Sagittarius. And Sagittarius for quite some time is already having the issues, the not very easy presence of Saturn on the ascendant. Well, Venus is joining now to give you relief until the 24th of February. The Sun is on your second house to help your finances. Mercury is on your 10th house to support you in terms of communication, in terms of negotiations. So until 24th, until end of February, also a bit later when Venus is entering your second house, you will be having a period of relief, because I know that the energies of Saturn on your ascendant, which will be until January 2020, these energies are a bit hard. I know this is not very easy. And then we are having Capricorn, and the Sun is in Capricorn, good for your energy, good for your desire to do new initiatives, new things. Jupiter is aspecting the ascendant, very, very supportive. You may be experiencing some lack of energy or lack of luck, but this is because the ascendant ruler until 2020 January will be in your 12th house, which would say that it's good that you are a bit responsible for your health and for the health of the family members or your beloved ones. But in any case, Jupiter is very supportive right now until November 2019. Mars is entering your 4th house of home, of property. So be patient with the beloved ones. And then we are entering Aquarius. Aquarius, Saturn is making harmonious aspect to the ascendant. This is good. This is good in terms of energy, in terms of finances. Jupiter is on your 10th house, quite supportive for your career, for your work, for your plans, for your health. So this is quite fine. The Sun is on your 12th house. This is also supportive. And right now, when Venus is entering your ascendant ruler, this is good. This will bring peace. This will be good for your finances and for your routine work. And then we are entering Pisces. And Saturn is squaring your ascendant, which could be a bit difficult and a bit tense in terms of energies, could create difficulties or challenges at work with superiors, with your plans. Venus is very helpful right now when entering. So this will be a period of solving matters most probably. And Jupiter is supporting you enormously and will be supporting you until November 2019. And even later when Jupiter makes the conjunction with Saturn after changing signs. So even though you are experiencing these not very easy energies of Saturn, you are receiving also good support from the other planets. So this is quite fine. The Sun now on the is making harmonious aspect to your ascendant Pisces, and this is good in terms of energies, finances, plans. So this will be a moment when you most probably have beneficial routine, work, life, and also the people around you will be quite helpful. So with this, I'm completing this only weekly analysis, and then you might look at the monthly one. If you would like me to look privately on your chart for a very deep detail, also feel free to contact me. The contacts are all over this page of the YouTube. So thank you very much.